Yes, so welcome to another video. Now in this video we're going to be talking about 9 shocking facts about email marketing, and the ninth one will most definitely increase your email revenue just as it did with this specific client. Now just to jump straight into it, let me just make this a bit shorter. Now the first one, 20%, 24% specifically of your subscribers open emails based on preview text alone essentially. So subject lines in itself won't do the job, so you would have to add a great subject line with a great preview text that generate curiosity essentially. And yeah, so number 2, interactive emails increase engagement by approximately 73%. That's huge. So get creative and start including attention grabbing elements that essentially drive some form of action from your subscribers. So this can be in the form of slides, infographics, GIFs, etc. But you have to be careful to, of course, not overdo this, because you want to make sure that there is essentially a ton of email value within your emails, and keep it relevant and very crystal clear in terms of the call to actions. And just don't overdo this, because it would potentially affect your sender reputation. So number 3, 69% of recipients would report emails as spam based solely on the subject line alone. So that's without even opening. So most of your subscribers have felt tricked in the past by scammers or spammers that use misleading subject lines that open essentially promotional emails. Now essentially it's really hard to distinguish spam from great content, so keep your subject line simple and personal and transparent and relevant. So number 4, subject lines that include emojis have a 56% more chance to get opened. So people like essentially personal feel that emojis give essentially, and it's quite a relatively light tone. So if your brand has that light tone with emojis, essentially it can really add to your conversion rate essentially. And essentially, again, please don't overdo this, because it will affect your sender reputation. So just do it essentially, again, not necessarily as frequently as you may like to essentially. Now, so number 5, 21% of emails sent by legit marketers end up in the spam folders. So on top of essentially writing relevant, transparent and personal subject lines, you should also need to essentially make sure your content is clean in terms of spam triggering words. For example, free, guarantee, or just words that are just overly used within the, marketing sphere. Okay, so number 6, 64% of recipients prefer HTML image-based emails over plain text emails. Ironically, in every single split test I've done personally, emails with fewer HTML actually have performed significantly better. But even so, it's good to continuously test, because it may change industry to industry. Yeah, so moving on to number 7, emails that look bad on mobile are essentially deleted in 3 seconds. When mobile devices account for 60% of read emails. So no matter how good your content is, no matter how good your subject lines are, essentially, even if they do get opened, if it's not optimized specifically for mobiles, because that's where the vast majority of your traffic is going to be coming from, it's going to be deleted in 70% of the cases. Now, number 8, personalized subject lines have a 50% more open rates. Addressing people by their first names, remembering people's birthdays, for example, so having a specific flow that actually accounts for that, mentioning previous orders or things that, in just segmenting lists correctly, and really sending out personalized emails is gonna most definitely have a much more, better. It's gonna be received better essentially. So number 9, the very last one. Now, list segmentation increases revenue by a whopping 760%. Now, the future of email will most definitely be behavior-based emails. So making sure, essentially make sure at this moment in time you're surveying, tagging and segmenting your subscribers to essentially tailor hyper-relevant, personal and high-converting content customized to each very recipient's, essentially their own journey, and making sure it's those metrics and those specific events are tracked, and you're also able to essentially gain that data and utilize it within your email. Okay, so that's the end of the video. 9 shocking facts about email marketing, and essentially it's, to boil it down, really focus on segmentation and personalization, because that is most definitely the future. And I do hope you found this video value. Yeah.